Are you
reason
a
to hold
rapper or
malicious energy
singer
towards
or
you.
entertainer at all?
Yeah, I mean, I make music and then I'm a motivational energy speaker. So, like, I just speak energy.
Well, let's talk. I would love to
I,
know some energy.
I
Let's
agree, bro. I mean, because all we want to do is win at life, you
Sedona,
feel me?
Arizona.
On dead in them. So it's just, there's no reason. I mean, we could die tomorrow, so there's no reason to hold malicious energy towards you.
I agree. You know what I want you to give some advice on letting go. And recently, I mean, I've learned over the years to let certain things go and I've learned to move forward. But when I went to Sedona recently, Sedona, Arizona, you've been there before?
No.
I say amazing. The energy there, it's a very small little town, consists of like 1,500 people. A lot of different people go there just to visit because it's so positive. I mean, I went on a Jeep tour because I went into the mountains. I went around several different vortexes to feel the energy. I seen a spiritual massage therapist. I seen a life coach. I seen like it. My entire experience there was nothing but positive, positive, positive. And I went there with a negative mindset because I'm thinking the people that I would see, the life coach, the spiritual therapist, people like that, I'm thinking they're supposed to sit and tell me about my life, tell me what I'm supposed to do. So when I went in, I kind of had an attitude like, you're supposed to be a psychic, right? I paid for this, so tell me about my life. Complete wrong energy to go up in there with. They're not there to tell you about your life. They're there to redirect you towards a better life and not focus on negative and letting go of things that you have been so attached to. And I'm like, when I left there, I just felt relief from, friends, family, my business, relationship. It was so many different things that's just, I felt like I was attacked. But when I left there, even though I separated myself from a lot of people, I still love them. I still wish them well. It's just I'm better off at a distance. And that's okay. I don't got to be crying about it all the time. You feel me?
Right, exactly. Because I mean, your quality of life is the 5 closest people that you keep around you. So like, if you got 5 people that just can't maintain their positive energy, they will only drown you. So it's like you have to separate yourself at one point. And it's like, I'm not separating myself because I dislike you or hate you. I love you, but like, I need to make a drastic change in myself to build myself. Because if I don't build myself, I won't be able to maintain the relationship that I have with you. I'm dealing with rage, depression, sadness, so many things that right now I need to get myself together before I can even give you a handout. And right now, a lot of people are, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are kind of, I don't like to say energy vampires, but a lot of people are asking for things to be given to them. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why they're always asking for people to give them things, they're always asking or trying to take people's energy, is because these people are people that cannot give energy to themselves.
That's very true. I like that. That's very true. What advice would you give? And this is actually a situation that I was in, after Sedona. There was somebody that I had been friends with for years, like over 15 years. And, we had a falling out maybe 5 years ago, but the violation after the falling out of going on social media and talking negatively about me and trying to put out my business, it kind of turned me off. So we separated for almost 2 years and we got back together because I can't hold grudges. I'm just not the type of person to hold grudges.
Right.
Talked about it. I forgave her. And the situation happened again and she did it again. But instead of social media, she went talking crazy. So I'm like, there's no way that you can have this amount of time with somebody and share so much with somebody over the years and then they just turn on you like that. And I've tried over the years, like, to mend it or keep my distance somehow so it doesn't go bad, because I feel like when we get too close, it goes bad. But when I left Sedona and the situation happened after that, I just decided to cut her off. And somebody in my family said that I was wrong, but I feel so much better. How am I wrong for separating myself from a situation that I honestly feel like I should have separated myself from? And I love this girl. This girl is my heart. but I can love her from a distance. She's just, to me, I feel like we're in two different spaces. I just do.
Right. I mean, for anyone to say that you're wrong is just incredible to be able to make a bold statement about a relationship that they're not a part of. That's the first thing. Two, I look at the perspective. So like when a person, let's say what your friend did, when she blows up on the internet spilling your business, like, I don't.
We're calling Derrick. There you are.
Hi, I'm dead.
My phone went dead and we had to plug it up. And I'm like, damn it. I was so
Oh,
messy.
wow. That's okay though. Energy. But yeah, what I was saying about your friend, like when she goes online and kind of blows up, this is a person, that I call those emotional outbursts. And like, I'm all about being zen and balanced as much as possible. When a
Yes.
person is unbalanced, it causes them to be malicious towards the people that they care about.
Yes.
So when a person has an emotional outburst, typically it's because of a lack of understanding and a lack of awareness. So when a person comes from a lack of awareness and lack of understanding, what happens is she um, will read your actions in an unreasonable way and believe that you are the malicious one. So therefore, she's like, well, if Shay's my friend, well, she considers something that you did malicious in her eye, her perspective, her world.
Yes.
Even if
She
you didn't,
absolutely does.
that's how she
Yes.
sees it. So what you're seeing when she blows up on the internet is, I mean, I don't like to see it as malicious energy. I see it as when she's blowing up like that, that's how much it hurts her. And that means that's how much she values your relationship. So she cares so much, she goes into this emotional rage.
Yes.
Because if she didn't care about you, she wouldn't do that.
And I agree. And what I will say, the years we've known each other, I've always came across as the most loving, the most caring, the most emotional. She's always the hard one, the one that's ready for whatever. But when it comes to love and sensitivity, she don't really carry that well. And honestly, it reminds me of my mother. But that comes from her adolescent years. Like a lot of times growing up, my mother, we really didn't hear I love you a lot from my mother. And I don't blame her, you know what I mean, at all. It's just the way she was raised, she kind of took that into her life and put that in our life. So it was a domino effect of bullshit. But who don't want to hear I love you from your mother or your father or anybody that
Right.
you love or care about? So we talked about it though, like we've talked about it a couple times, and that's still a hill that she's trying to climb. But she says it a lot more now. But what you're saying basically pertains to every area of my life. That's why I brought my mother up. And with my friend, I think time heals all wounds, so I'll just let it kind of die down a little bit. But there has to be a serious conversation on the outbursts, on the
Right.
public information, on the I'm mad at you, so I will expose everything. Because what happened was the first time you did it, well, when she did it, what she don't know is I never told her really much about my personal business anymore. And it's not like I was intentionally doing it. I noticed I just fell back. So when I needed that emotional support and I needed somebody to talk to, it wasn't her. It used to be her all the time, but it wasn't her. And we known each other, like I said, over 15 years. So it hurts to know that you're finna, you're letting go and you're cutting off a part of you that's been around for so long. Because I'm not accustomed to her not being around. But I really think it was the best decision. Maybe later on we might have a conversation, but I doubt it in the next year or two. I doubt
Well, yeah, for sure. And that's just because one, like, you know what I'm saying? You're at a level of awareness where you know, hey, this is not what we should do to each other. You feel me? So like this is a person that has some growing to do. And this is kind of like, you know what I'm saying? There's two ways to look at this. You know what I'm saying? There's, how we feel about her and then how you feel about yourself. If you feel
it.
like, dang, I feel like I should stick in longer for her. You know what I'm saying? Because you care about her. And that can really hurt you, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like it sucks because it's like the only way that you can help her is by letting her find her space and she has
And
to
that's
figure
what
it
I'm
out.
doing.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what I'm
So
doing.
you're doing the right, yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what she said to me? our last conversation, she said, "You changed. You need help." And I replied, "I actually changed for the better. It's not that I need help. It's just that I've grown. So I surpassed certain things that we used to do." And she just don't get that. She
Right.
don't
I
get
don't like
that.
it
I don't know.
when a person says you've changed, it's just incredible. And I say that when a person talks, it it reflects on how a person feels inside all the time. Okay? So like, you know what I'm saying? People don't understand that like there's no excuse or there's no reasonable reason to be the same person you was last year. You should
Sad.
not you should not be the same person you was last year. I would hope
Always
that you are a
evolving.
different person today. And like if
Absolutely.
my growth and I believe that everybody is walking a path. Okay. And like if like so right now me and you are talking. Right now our paths are crossed, okay? But when I talk to you, I know that you're walking on your path and I'm walking on mine, and one day we won't be talking no more. So when we're talking right now, I only have one job, and that my job is to push you harder on your path. My job is not to cling to you or cling you harder or cling to your path or you to cling to mine. That's not our job, because everybody in your life is temporary. All this materialistic shit, your friends, your family are temporary. We are
Or
all
money.
walking a path. Yes, exactly. We're all
That's
walking on a
what's
path.
valued these days. The dollar is
Right,
so
exactly,
valuable.
bro. Which is why I say, bro, we could die tomorrow. That materialistic shit don't come with you. Okay, all you have is your memory. Okay, so there's no reason for me to hold malicious energy towards you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
That shit's
I think,
dead.
but a lot of times your your life experiences is what teaches you that. I don't think that she's been experienced enough or been around the right people to experience what she needs to experience to get to where I'm at. I'm not saying I'm above her or below her. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just on a different path. And I'm
Right.
like, if she would not have done that, we could have just had a simple conversation, because there's too many years that we have invested in our friendship to just. But what you're doing is a violation of me. It's a violation of our friendship. It's a violation of the love that we have for each other. So the only other choice I got is deuces.
Right, because if you guys are friends, like this shouldn't have even had to happen. Y'all should have been able to have a basic conversation to handle this. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a basic conversation. And if it wasn't, right, for her to take those actions out without that conversation, that's because she's not aware of her ego, right? And she believes that you guys are on the same page, and she believes that your actions are obvious. And the thing about it is, this is where people cannot communicate, because they believe that everyone's on the same page. And it's like, as you just said, bro, there's things that you experienced in your life that dictates the vision that you see, what you understand. Everyone is coming from a different environment, so not one person should have the same understanding. We all have different understandings. So no one should be saying it's obvious the way you're treating me, and then just
Right.
taking actions and lashing out. You feel me?
Absolutely.
So
Oh,
so when
absolutely.
a
That
person's
was
not aware of their
crazy.
ego, yeah, on deadening. So like if people are not aware of their ego, you know what I'm saying? They hold malicious energy towards people. They
Yep.
blame people.
And
You feel
that's
me?
the problem. Her ego is so in the way because she wants to look a certain way and feel a certain way in front of certain people, when realistically none of these people have the 15 plus years I have with you. None of these people had your back like I had your back. Even when she went and exposed and called herself talking about me, which did nothing, I still never went back and did the same thing to her. I didn't give her a rebuttal that way. I let it go and I walked away. But a
Right,
lot of
because
times, walking away and disappearing, that will cut a motherfucker so deep. Like, did you really just disappear? Yeah, abracadabra, proof, gone. You can talk to the walls. You're not gonna talk to me. But you know what conversation I do want to get into with you? Relationships, real quick. When it comes to relationships, a lot of people always say, "Hey, don't go out and look for it. If it's meant to be, it'll find you." I am so sorry. I am not a believer of that. I am
me
not in a
neither.
relationship.
I
I
don't
am
believe that.
single, and I am out looking. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. And everybody like, you shouldn't be looking. You shouldn't. I even went on here and I did speed dating with Shay for COVID. And I was talking to somebody, and it was great for a minute, but it didn't last. You know what I mean? And it's cool. I don't hate that person at all. Still love that person. But it just wasn't for me. So when it comes to love, my question is, do you wait for it to find you, or do you find it?
Right. I think that question is interesting, but let's say something else, right? Let's say, um,
Oh, we can get
it's
this to go.
looking,
Hold on, my love. We can get this to go. We can get all this to go. Oh, okay. Okay, I need to talk to him. Okay, I'm ready.
yeah. So looking for love is not a problem, and I don't think that anyone should ever say that a person should or shouldn't do that. That's not the issue. The only time it's a problem is when it becomes a disorder, which I mean as in like you feel like you can't function in life without a partner. That is when there's a conversation to be had.
Yeah, I
Okay?
don't feel like that. I
Right.
want companionship, but I don't feel
Right.
like
So there's
shit.
nothing wrong. No one should ever say you shouldn't search for it or whatever. I feel like if that's what you're trying to manifest, which I believe in manifestation don't mean sit on your ass and think it's gonna show up.
Come
Swear
on now.
on that. I don't
Or
believe in
send a
that.
prayer up and expect gold
Right.
to just fall in
Yeah,
your
I don't
lap.
believe that, bro. You can be in God's ear all day. He ain't gonna just put it. He ain't gonna put it in your face. Okay,
Yup.
you got to take the steps. So like, it ain't just
Yup.
gonna pull up on you. That stuff's dead, and I don't believe in that. And anyone that does, bro, I know what kind of people they are. They don't change nothing about their life. They don't manifest. I'm a true believer in manifestation. Number one rule about manifestation is taking the steps in that direction. If you ain't even taking steps, what are we talking about?
Facts. Come on now, girl. I
On
got a
that
new
end,
friend in this bitch. Hey,
for
friend.
real,
Come on now.
killing me.
Give me some more.
For
Give me a little
real.
more. I ain't done yet with you. Give me a little more. That was some good. That was good right there.
I'm dead.
So we talked about relationships. We talked about friendships. What I do want to tap into, how can I say it? Without, when it comes to materialistic things and money, I don't want people to value the dollar. The world we live in, I understand you live a certain way with it. I get it. But to value it and chase it and put it before love, family, like, no. And I was doing that. I was a victim to that. I didn't give a damn about nobody. All I wanted to know was what was my next gig, what TV show I'm going on, how much money in my bank account, what are we doing next? What are we doing? That's all I cared about. And I realized about 2 years ago, probably about 3 years ago, that none of this matters. None of my accomplishments for me matters unless I have my love to share it with, you know? And I took so much time invested into the industry and what people think and who I'm supposed to be or who you want me to be. I literally lost track on what should be valuable in my life. I don't have a family. I ain't married. I ain't got no fucking kids. And I think that all of that would have been accomplished if I would have was more focused on what should be valued in my life. But I got distracted by TV and blogs and social media and the celebrity behind it all. And now I am by my fucking self. And it's not fun.
Right. I
But let's
mean,
talk about
okay,
relationships. You want to do that?
okay.
Want to talk
I
about?
mean, okay, for sure. And I like what you just said, but the thing about what you're talking about,
I'm gonna
one
take
thing
that
that
to the
sucks
bank.
about this is that a lot, like I would say 90% of people they're not ready for that combo because so many things have happened, especially even I experienced that. And everything you're saying, that I agree with what you're saying. It feels that way. I call that the survival phase, or kind of like a person that depended on themselves to get things done. Okay. So like I'm a person that had to depend on myself to get things done. Like if we ain't talking about money, I don't want to fucking talk to you. I don't got time for this friend shit. I'm not talking about, I don't got time for that. I don't care
That
about
was me.
fucking doing nothing. I don't want to do nothing with you.
That was
I'm
me.
trying to escape this motherfucking place. I'm trying to leave my position. I'm trying to go. Okay. I can't get out of here partying with people all day. I can't do this. So like people don't understand that. So now it becomes a solo place. Then after that,
Right.
once you finally get there, you notice how everyone changes around you, which then is another thing that makes you feel alone. And this is what I call gaining a position of power. So what happens is when you go up in a position of power, everyone almost becomes little bro. Everyone thinks you have the answers. They think you have everything they're looking for, bro. And like they don't realize like you don't have all that. They think that you have so much. So it's like, and then at the same time you start to see crazy malicious stuff from people. So now it's almost you got a level of distrust for people. It's just so
Yeah.
many combinations of things. It's like, damn, I don't even like this. And then not only that, right? You spend all your time trying to get there, achieve this goal. You get there and you're like, damn, I'm here. And now as soon as I got here, I'm realizing this shit don't even matter.
It don't mean
It
shit.
don't
You
shit.
can have all
Yes.
the fashion designer, the car you want, the house you want to live in, eat whatever you want. It's great. I get it. You know, you want to live a certain way in the society we live in. But when you get there and you have nobody to share it with and nobody around you that love you and only around you for what you got or who you are, that's when you really feel like shit. Like,
Yes.
oh.
So exactly, bro. And that's why
So
I always
basically,
say,
you need
bro.
to explain why the value of the dollar should not be appreciated or put on some type of pedestal when we should be valuing other things in life. Now, I'm not saying like just run away from your responsibilities. That's not what the fuck I'm saying. What I'm saying is not make it the top priority. That's all I'm saying. Because
Right.
I make
Okay.
it the top priority and it got me single as fuck. So,
Right. The only way to make it not a top priority to people is right now, I would say 90% of people don't know how to find their happiness. So the only way to get them to stop doing that is they would have to know where their happiness is, which means they would have to spend time searching for it. The reason why you know this right now is because you've manifested for so long, you're now aware that, okay, this ain't it. You feel me? Everyone else don't manifest. 90% of people don't believe they can manifest. So
yep.
they're not even ready for the convo. So like you're trying to tell people, hey, this don't matter. You're like on the other side of the wall, you know what I'm saying? Illusion. This is the picture that everyone, the facade, and you got onto the other side of the facade and you're like, I've seen this shit. There's nothing here. Hey
Yep.
guys, you talk to everyone, you say your happiness isn't over here. And they're like, what?
Yes.
Like, and they say, how the fuck is our happiness not over there? You got a Lambo, you got Gucci socks, you got fucking a whole, you're eating a fancy meal. How is my happiness not over there, Shay? They don't believe you. So
Yes.
like they won't be able to. So right now it's if you're able to show people where their happiness is, they would be able to do that, but it's very hard. So like I preach that
Yeah.
your happiness is in your position. Most people spend
I
their whole
agree.
life
And
chasing
everybody
other
in a
people's
different position.
position.
Everybody in a different position. So don't try to jump on somebody else's team. You need to figure out where you at so you can
Yes,
advance to where you need to go. Yeah.
yes, bro. But people don't see value in their position. It's very difficult. And they can't see value in their position because they don't see value in themselves. So this is always an inner thing. I believe that the world is just a mirror of how you feel. So whatever you think the world is not giving you is what you're not giving to yourself.
Ooh, that was super cute. I gotta
I'm
save this
dead.
live, honey. So this is what I
I'm
need to
dead in
do.
them.
I need to stay in constant communication with you. I love the positive energy you give off. You're in line with your chakras, your zen. Like I am not. I am not in line with my chakras. I am not in line with my zen. But I am working towards it. Like I said, it's certain things that just kind of rub off me. Before I would be very aggressive and intimidated or entitled. But I feel like I'm working and I'm getting better. But I need people like you in my life to just to make sure I stay on that path towards righteousness. You know what I'm saying? So can you send me your DM, your number in the DM?
Yeah, I'm dead.
All right, this has been an amazing conversation. Shout out to Jen. I seen Jen on here. She said this was a dope conversation. I am just learning who you are today, but everything happens for a reason. I'm so happy that I met you. We will stay in
We
constant
crossing
contact.
paths.
I do want us to do more lives because people listening to what we have to say, even if I help one person, is self-gratifying. So let's keep this going. Because I got issues.
Energy.
But you know, I got issues. Okay?
I'm
So you're going to
dead.
be my, like, kind of like my therapist, psychic, Zen instructor, chakra instructor, friend. Look.
Okay. Energy, bro. I like trading energy with you.
All right, please don't forget. It's been good talking to you. Please send me your DM. And
Can I get a
so if you send me your number,
motherfucking
I will
can I
text
get a
you so we
motherfucking
can
mission
stay in
success in this bitch?
Okay.
Hold
High
the fuck
vibration,
on.
bro.
Can I get
Thank you.
a
High vibration.
motherfucking
Thank you,
dead gang in
Derrick.
the chat, nigga?
Be
Talk to you.
smooth.
Hold the fuck on.